why don't we start off by actually talking about some of the issues and trends that your organization is helping their clients with. And for the context of our listeners who may not have seen last year's episode, Compliance Architects is sort of a one-stop shop for what is going on in the industry, how they should be moving forward in a tightly regulated space, but also, real industry knowledge and in-depth knowledge of this is really what's working on the ground, or have you tried this? And I'm really excited to see what you would even bring to this conversation in terms of top of mind, because I'm going to learn something.
So, we are working this last year across the board. We're working with device companies that are under warning letter and have significant gaps against the required standards, and drug companies that are in similar situations. But we're doing some exciting work in cell and gene therapy, exciting work in regenerative medicine and transformational medicine. And this is a very interesting space because the manufacturing processes are very small scale. Sometimes a batch is a lot of one. I take your cells, I genetically engineer them, I give them back to you. I treat your cancer. So we're spanning the globe. We now have clients in all four corners of the globe. And we're doing a lot of work with companies that are thinking about personalized vaccines for cancer. We're doing work, as I said, in cell and gene therapy, tissue therapy. We actually helped one company get through the approval process for tissue therapy this last year to implant tissue into an infant that doesn't have an immune system. At a macro level, I see lots of discussion about regulators still thinking they're going to harmonize regulations. I will tell you that the FDA will have lots of collaborative conversations, but I don't anticipate anything's going to truly be harmonized. I don't think the rules and the regs that we live with in the Code of Federal Regulations will go away. What I do think is that we're going to see more and more harmonization. I do think we're going to see more and more unusual ways to manufacture. I do think that we're going to see more and more of parts of the FDA want to enable new technologies. So we were at a gene and cell therapy conference not very long ago, and the leader of the gene and cell therapy area inside FDA is really willing to talk to industry about how to enable them to get to market with these unique therapies. We've not seen this in this industry since I started working long ago. So we're seeing regulators collaborate. We're seeing all of these new technologies that are not manufactured in any of the ways they have been before. None of the quality requirements and the quality systems are the same. The box that we lived in is no longer the box that we live in today. And the future, I think, of the pharmaceutical and biopharmaceutical industry has to do more with how to treat unique disease states. And we will see the large volume drugs that treat cholesterol and blood pressure and all of those sorts of things be done at CDMOs, offshore, maybe inside the US. But they will look for how they can gain efficiency there so that they can invest in these very specialized technologies that will change the world.